Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning back into yet another video. So Halloween just got over and the whole digital art community and the cover art community went completely crazy in making Halloween themed artwork. So a trend started lately where an artist called CKB did it, and long story shorts, started making existing cover art into Halloween themed artwork. I'll link their Instagram in the description box below, and I wanted to hop on the trend because I thought it was a really good idea, especially for my digital art style, and started picking out the artwork that I wanted to recreate. I started off by making one for Drake's Take Care album cover, which remains to be one of my most famous artwork to date personally. I also made one for Culture 2 by the Migos. I wanted this to be a 3 series, so I was looking for our third and final grade. That's when I came across Don Toliver's Heaven or Hell album cover. So I believe Don Toliver was one of the most underrated artists of all time. I always feel like he's just a part of the soul that escaped Travis Scott's body and formed its own shell into another human body, mainly because that's usually how his music is, and I feel like he deserves more recognition for the work that he does. Therefore, I really wanted to make a Halloween themed artwork for Don Toliver and give him some free promotion, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's go. So on Pinterest, I came across the original image that was used for the photoshoot of the album cover. I'm not very sure if somebody recreated this digitally or if this was the original shoot. It looked pretty convincing really, so I decided to use the car and the billboard, which read Heaven, as the main elements for the artwork. I also found this nice pumpkin field, which I felt like would suit the Halloween theme perfectly, so I decided to use it as my ground plane. Initially, I wanted this to be more of a desert landscape because I felt like that is what the original cover intended it to be, and all the strokes and lines from the original cover. But I want this to be as spooky as possible with the Halloween theme, and I felt like the pumpkin field will really bring the vibe out of it. I added in some distant mountains, replaced the sky, and added in some power lines like it was in the original artwork. I've made it a habit of listening to the album cover that I'm working on if I'm making a remake of it, not just to vibe with it, but to feel more of a personal connection with the artist by understanding what he's about to mean by communicating with the artwork for its original cover and why it is the way it is. Sometimes I understand, sometimes I don't, but there's always a personal connection reworking an artwork that's already been made, and you feel like you're being part of the whole project, which brings out some joy in it. Now, all of the Halloween themed covers that I've made, all 3 of them have an evening or a night theme to it because it just makes it look more spooky that way. It is very rare for you to see a Halloween themed artwork which is daytime, at least 8 out of 10 edits, and it's mainly because the cyan and the horror blues that you use and the oranges, which are the main color themes for Halloween, can be brought to life at its best only in the night. This is why you see a lot of cyans and blues attached to evening sky in most artwork, and that's why I immediately added an exposure adjustment layer and tried making it evening themed. I think Curves always does a better job at it, but combined with color balance, it was pretty much impeccable. And here's something interesting as well. I started using the XP Pen Deco Pro for my artwork, and this was the first artwork that I thought could use its purpose. So throughout the entire video, you'll see me struggling with the highlights and behaving absolutely noob because I have no idea how to use this thing. I think I did get used to it right now after a couple more artworks after this piece, but initially it took so much time to get used to it, especially the hand-eye coordination between your tablet and the monitor. A lot of people suggested me to take the tablet ones without the screen on it, mainly because of the posture you set on, and were telling me it's not very good for my back and spine no matter what angle you put it on. I do partially agree, but if you're really confused, just go straight to Wacom or XP Pen or Uyon and try out both the ones with and without the screen and come to a conclusion of your own, because everyone's workflow is very different. I'm saying this because artists do good work regardless of what equipment they use. Somebody like Sandflake uses a pen tablet, while somebody like Face Runner uses one without a display, and somebody like Benny just uses a mouse to create his artwork. Don't let your tools define the quality of your work, just make them your additional asset. Now, I found after making a couple of artwork, the pen works best for rim lighting and shaping the edges of your character, while the mouse is best for soft light or diffuse light on the subject. Now, this could just be me. Now, on the pen also works best where your mouse can't reach, like that it's in your back where your hand can't reach, and it does a job for you. In my case, I wanted to strong paint the word hell in the trunk of the car, and I think it's possible at best with a pen since the strokes are very natural. Also, make sure you get a tablet size based on your monitor size, because I feel like I should have gone for a medium Deco Pro since it has more space to work on. This is not something a lot of people will tell you, but it's something you should definitely know if you're getting one. This artwork got the most traction of all 3 of my Halloween artwork that I did, which is surprising because I felt like the Drake one was incredible, but it got the least traction of all. But you never know what Instagram promotes and what it considers not to be good and tells you to keep it to yourself. Talking about my Instagram, I post all my artwork there, which you should check it out. It also has some tips and tutorial reels, some animations and some speed art, so make sure to check it out. Also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video and drop a comment so I know who's watching. I feel like my artwork has significantly improved over the past few months, as it rightfully should, because I practice on a daily basis, and on days that I don't, I work on client projects which still give me some practice. The more you practice, the more you see the benefits, because you not only get better but you also get faster, and you can eyeball different while putting things into perspective. If you are an artist, this really is your sign to not give up. If you feel like, and keep focusing. It might take you months or even years to make a single good artwork, but that joy of getting that final output and having it the way you want it just hits different. A lot or most of the assets that I'm using for this artwork were 3D assets, which I absolutely love because the quality and texturing is so good and makes me want to jump into Blender and start learning it, which I hope is soon when I get the time. Always know that there are no limitations to your art. I've seen people make incredible art using just a phone flashlight and a wall on reels, so the sky is really your limit. Make sure you try out a variety of softwares or just go with one you prefer the most and try combining these workflows. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoy the rest of the speed art. Hit me up if you want to work with me on one of my socials. If you're interested in my prints, I'll also link them in the description, and I'll see you guys soon with another quality video.
Cadence. Cadence. Cadence.